What happens? When the phone stops ringing? When friends disappear? When family turns silent? When doors close? And you are left alone in the wild? Not surrounded by applause. Not backed by connections. Not defended by status. Just you and God. There is a place God allows a man to enter, where every human support system collapses. Not to destroy him, but to reveal himself. Because sometimes, God will remove everyone, so you can discover He is enough. The wilderness is uncomfortable. It is quiet. It exposes you. But Scripture tells us something powerful. Psalm 46 verse 1 says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Not a distant help. Not a delayed help. A very present help. When a man has no one but God, he discovers that God is closest in isolation. Look at Job. Job lost his wealth. He lost his children. He lost his health. Even his wife told him to curse God. His friends accused him instead of comforting him. Job had no one, but he had God. And in Job 13 verse 15, he declared, Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. That is the language of a man who has nothing left but faith. And faith is enough. There are seasons God hides a man, not to shame him, but to shape him. David was anointed king, but sent back to the field with sheep, forgotten by his own father, overlooked by his brothers, alone in the wilderness with lions and bears. But it was in isolation that David learned dependence. He wrote in Psalm 27 verse 10, When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. When everyone else steps back, God steps forward. The wilderness builds something public applause never could. Intimacy with God. Strength of character. Unshakable trust. There is a difference between being lonely and being set apart. Elijah stood alone on Mount Carmel. Hundreds of false prophets. One man of God. No backup. No committee. No applause. Just conviction. And fire fell from heaven. Sometimes God reduces your crowd, so He can reveal His power. Daniel stood alone in Babylon. He refused to bow. He refused to compromise. He was thrown into a den of lions. But when a man has no one but God, even lions become silent. Daniel 6 verse 22 says, My God sent His angel and shut the lions' mouths. When you stand alone with God, you are never truly alone. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus asked His closest friends to pray with Him. They fell asleep. When soldiers came to arrest Him, they fled. On the cross, even the sky grew dark, and He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me? There will be moments when obedience feels lonely, moments when doing right isolates you. But resurrection follows surrender. The grave could not hold Him, and your wilderness will not hold you either. When a man has no one but God, three things are born: unbreakable faith, spiritual authority, divine confidence. Because when you survive a season where God was your only support, you fear nothing. You stop chasing validation. You stop depending on applause. You walk differently. Psalm 121 verses 1 to 2 says, I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence comes my help? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Not from people, not from systems, not from popularity, from the Lord. The wilderness is not permanent. Isolation is preparation. The same David who was alone in the field stood before a giant. The same Joseph who was abandoned in a pit ruled in a palace. The same Job who sat in ashes received double. God does not waste isolation. He uses it. If you feel alone, if friends walked away, if family misunderstands you, if doors shut in your face, do not panic. You are not abandoned. You are being refined. Because when a man has no one but God, he discovers God is more than enough. And when God is all you have, you realize God is all you ever needed. Stand firm. Stay faithful. Trust deeply. The wilderness will end. And when it does, you will not come out weaker. You will come out carrying fire. When a man has no one but God, he discovers he was never alone. If this message spoke to you, type, God is enough. Share this with someone walking through isolation. And remember, in the wild, God still speaks. Please give me a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to subscribe. Thank you.